match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second down, Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Jackson. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Carl Lawson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Jackson now. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Dalton going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point.
And that's caught inside the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. When someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Now Dalton. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And this one's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again. Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Vontaze Burfict in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Over here. Yes. Heavy. There's a hot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
There you go, 368.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way down. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.